What's up, everybody? I hope everybody is hearing me okay. It is nice to be on. How is it? It is live at 5. What up, my Fruitful Farmers? Yeah, we live. Okay, so y'all heard me say Fruitful Farmers. If you haven't been following me on Instagram, make sure that you follow me on IG, okay, at Vina Renee 43. All right. Make sure that you go follow me on IG. All right, because I'll be posting mainly on that platform. But I put out a little survey earlier this week through my story asking people what should the community name be for Fruits for Life coaching. And you all, it was actually a tie. I had three names, and there was a tie between Thrive Tribe and then Fruitful Farmers. But I thought Fruitful Farmers was just a better fit for Fruits for Life coaching, sticking with the fruit theme, and plus it's original and it's different from everything else. I know Thrive Tribe has had to be used before. So I was like, we're going with Fruitful Farmers. So I'm going to start identifying you all as my Fruitful Farmers community. All right. Also, if you haven't been locked in, tuned in, we are I am going to be, I keep on saying we, like I got a whole team. It's just me. It's just me, y'all. A thing that I'm starting next month is newsletters. So if you are not signed up, please go to the website www.fruitsforlifecoaching.com and make sure that you sign up for newsletters every month. This newsletter will, wrap up the whole Resurrection Sunday because usually Resurrection Sunday is in April, but I guess because of leap year is now in March, and so that kind of threw me off. But we're going to be starting a challenge. Me and my best friend Rebecca, we did a challenge all through last year. Um, and it was, what was it last year? Man, I'm losing my train of thought. But we focused on three things, one individual thing each month. And it was pray fast give. There you go. Thank you, Lord. Uh, thank you for my memory. It was pray fast give, and then we switched it to like trust in God, or acknowledge, trust and acknowledge, uh, receive, and uh, starts with a start with a C. I can't remember, but anyway, y'all, we're doing it again, starting in April, okay, because we did it each quarter three, So this starting in April, this upcoming quarter, we're going to be doing obedience, consistency, and discipline. Now, if you've been watching a couple of my videos as of late, if you watched like the How to Live a Fruitful Life workshop, if you watched me as a guest on the Awaken Your Best podcast, then you will see that I said this O.C.D. Okay, that is three things that O.C.D. Obedience, consistency, and discipline. These are the three things that I live by. Okay, in order to stay successful, stay on track, to be consistent in my faith. Okay, and so we decided. Me and my best friend said that this quarter, that's what will be our three goals: obedience, consistency, and discipline. Now, I've been living this out, so I kind of already have a feel for this, but you can always be more obedient, be more consistent, and be more disciplined. Okay, because once you conquer one thing, there's another thing around the corner that you got to conquer. So these never run out. And so if you want to join us, I'm kind of giving you all the clues and the info for next month's newsletter. But that's what that's going to entail. I'm going to have more things. I'm going to be sharing things on obedience next month, just throughout like messaging and like my daily posts and so forth like that. So be looking out for that in order for it to be helpful to you all right. um what else has been going on? I haven't got to do this. I did the How to Live a Fruitful Life workshop. I hope everybody has went to go check it out. If you haven't, please go do so. It's up and loaded. I'm telling you, I'm not saying it because it's just me. I'm telling you, there are key things in that workshop that I know that it can be very helpful for everyone. So please, if you have not watched it, please go look at it. All right. And I never share my work. I never share my vision board. So I just want to show y'all what it looked like. Real plain Jane, right? It says, I got dominion, step into it. God chose, no, I got dominion. God chose me, step into it. There's greater in me. Yeah, it's kind of a flow. And then Fruit 2024. And y'all probably can't see that, but inside the door, actually, I started writing things that I heard God tell me and show me over the course in time before I did this. And I heard as I was doing it, I heard God say erase it. And I don't think he said erase it because, like it's not meant to be seen by anybody else or anything like that. I think he told me to erase it because it's like the things that he has planned for me, I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like or what it's gonna be like. And so really I just think he, again, the door, these are supposed to be doors, so hopefully y'all can see that. These are, and I did draw this because hey, it is what it is. But I draw this it's a door, an open door, because I just feel like God was telling me that as long as you do these four things, really take take up your space, okay? Remember that I chose you for this for a reason, like, and step into my calling, step into what he's telling me to do, and just understand that there is greater in me, that I'm capable of doing more than what I'm doing even now. And so I feel like by me standing tall on those four things, and then fruit was the word of the year through Transformation Church, which I attend, and a member is from TC Nation all day, every day. Okay. And so, it aligns with everything that I've been doing over the past 4 years, with Fruitful Life coaching and just me individually as a person, me just working on me. And so I really, I really just broke down when I heard the word of the year because I definitely, um, definitely felt like it was aligned and it was just right on time, especially with me doing the workshop at the top of the year because that workshop could have been done way earlier, but I just felt like it was wrong timing. Um, and then it finally, once I initiated it, a couple weeks later, the word of the year dropped, and it's just like everything just aligned. Stuff that Pastor Mike's been speaking on is stuff that I spoke on in the Fruits for Life coaching, How to Live a Fruitful Life workshop. It's just like it confirms a lot of things for me. And so I know I'm on the right track. And so love that for everybody who's been a part of this journey so far with Fruits for Life coaching. Um, and so yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that it's real plain Jane. It didn't have much because another thing that I felt uh God telling me was just like all you gotta do is keep sharpening and being consistent on the things that you've been doing, and trust me, the doors will open. And so again, it's just like continue to be faithful, continue to be connected to me, continue to build our relationship with me, continue to um just speaking to other people, and do what you know that I called you to do. Pray, period. And so I'm very grateful for that. Um and yeah, I'm in a real good space as far as that. Now, has some other things been going on? Yeah. So so let's dive into it. Sorry y'all. My lips are like kind of pilling a little bit, but it's all right. Um so let's get into it. I live in Denver, Colorado. Most of you all know this. Some of you all maybe knew and don't know this, but I live in Denver, Colorado. Originally was not born, but was raised in Mansfield, Ohio. Have lived in Columbus, Ohio. And once I turned 20, like 25, 26, I lived in Maryland. Okay, I was out there for a while, went back to Ohio, then lived in Atlanta for like uh, almost a year. I don't even think it was a full year, almost a year. And then I moved out here. Now, do I like it out here? 10. Okay. Okay, Denver is different. Okay, Denver was never on the list of places that I wanted to live. Okay, literally, this was a God move. God asked me to come out here. I thought it was because something was going on health wise with my dad, but that wasn't the case. This is where he called me to be. And I believe he called me here because there was no distractions. I could really work on myself. And because every city I found a distraction. I found a distraction that came in the form of man, okay? And here I don't have those problems, okay? I'm not I'm just not, I don't even want to say that. But yeah, I don't have that problem here. Okay. And I don't have the distractions because as I've grown and matured, I'm not into the same things that I used to be. Right. Like I'm not into going out, partying and stuff like that. Not to say I won't. Okay, not to say I won't. You won't catch me at a sky or or like at a party event, something new that may be popping off in the city. It's not that. It's just that I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do half the stuff that most people do here, and so it's very limited as far as like temptation, vices, and stuff like that I can get into unless I just really just want to mess up stuff right for myself. Um, but other than the weather and my job, Denver has it doesn't have anything else to give me or offer me like half of the things that I do like to do, like going to concerts, going to the comedy club, just new experiences and stuff like that, which I've got to experience some new things, mountains, hot springs, uh just stuff that I typically wouldn't do. Like I plan on doing horseback riding this summer. Yes, it's the whole vibe, okay? And I like that. I like the new experience of those type things. But as far as everything else, Denver hasn't offered me much. And the when I'm thinking logically and where I see myself, this never has been the place. I've been really waiting on God to like tell me where I should where I should be. And I've been trying not to bug him about it because I'm like, until he tells me to go, I ain't going. You know what I mean? Like it was very clear about him telling me to move here. And I haven't thought about moving until as of recent. Some things has happened. I ain't ready to talk about it yet, but some things has happened, and I just I was just like, well, let me really think about this. I was just like, what are my options, and as far as moving. And I don't think I have it on my phone anymore, but like the top 5 cities, I put in like my interests, my job and everything. I was just like putting information in to see like what city would fit me best. The top 5 cities was Atlanta, Columbus, Ohio, because I know there's one more than one Columbus, uh, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, and then North Carolina, right? Um, and all those are great cities, right? Like I said, I came from Atlanta, and if I moved back to Georgia, I wouldn't be in Atlanta. Like I would have to be like at least an hour away. I would have to find something at least an hour away because I just can't do the city life like that anymore. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm cool with driving an hour in, on the weekends or something like that to go see a performer or something like that. But I really don't want to be in the city like that if I was to move back there. But with all that being said, those five types of cities. So I kept looking at that. I looked at housing. I looked at, and everything is affordable. Like I could move to any of those cities and be cool. The thing was, Columbus, Ohio, was the only one that said something about my field as far as career wise. Like as far as like Columbus is known for small businesses thriving, and it's a growing city. It's a growing city, and education is high there, and I'm an educator, so it just fit better than those other locations, because I could go to those other locations, but am I going to get paid the way I'm what the way that um not should be paid? That's not what I want to say. It's just that I put time in. Like I'm about to be 5 years into education, get my tenure and everything like that. I'm in school for curriculum and instruction. And again, if this Fruitful Life coaching does not pop off the way I need to, hey, I have a backup. Like I can be a dean, assistant principal. I could do curriculum instruction, be making 80K plus a year. I'm set. Okay. I'm set once I get this masters, okay? And then I'm talking about even with all the headaches that I've had with school so far, I'm still thinking about getting my doctorate. It's like, what you mean? It's just so um all that to be said, I am highly considering moving back to my home state of Ohio, going back to Columbus, Ohio, and moving. My little sister currently lives out there in Columbus. Um, and the thing about the Midwest is that I miss is that I can drive anywhere. Like I'm used to an 8 to 12 hour drive anywhere to get anywhere. Like I'm not used to hopping on a plane. I'm used to driving, and I miss road tripping like that, and because you got to see different things and so forth. So I miss it, and um yeah, I just miss the Midwest for that. Like over here, you can't really do that. Um, and then I said that because my older sister lives in Maryland still, so I'm close to my sisters, even though my family is still my mom and dad will still be here in Colorado. I just feel like um my nieces and nephews are growing up, and I do be missing them, and like I ain't got no kids, and so like if I could go back to Columbus, get a home, it wouldn't be right away. Like the move wouldn't be me moving into a home. Like if I move back to Columbus, I'll be moving into an apartment for like a year or two, and then I would move into a home. That just makes sense to me. That just makes sense to me. But yeah, I am highly considering moving. If I do move, it won't be until the end of the school year next year. So 2025. And so we're talking like June, July timeframe. And because I just don't want to leave in the middle of the school year. Like I've already looked at some jobs in Columbus. I found several that I could apply for right now, but I didn't apply because again, my parents need me until about August, September timeframe to handle some things here. And then after that, I can save up until the time that I leave and make it a smooth transition from work to everything. And so, with that being said, that puts a lot of things into perspective as far as Fruitful Life coaching. I'm still going to attack this year the way that I would attack it if I wasn't moving. Like I plan to be a part of. I have um, I have high hopes to be a part of the chamber here in Denver, and which will open up more opportunities as far as networking and so forth like that. And hopefully give me some more public gigs, public speaking, getting into these schools, stuff like that. So I'm happy about that. Um, I started thinking about today, what can I start doing? I want to connect with other life coaches here. Um, to do like an event, do like a panel or something. I want to do another event. I don't know if it's going to be like a workshop. I think I just want to do like two more events this year because events takes money and time. And I learned from my first event, yes, I need to be charging more. That was from the people, not me. I knew I needed to charge more, but I wanted people to experience the workshop and what all I entail into when you do a fruitful when you come to a fruitful life coaching event, you what you will get and what you can expect. And so it was a blessing to hear that people said I should charge more because I knew I should, but I'm new to this, so I'm not gonna go overboard. But um, events take time, so I would definitely like to do 2 to 3 more events this year. And I really just want to get I mean, y'all know my coaching is on stands on Bible. Okay, so I really do want to do like a Christian event, and I don't know what that would look like, but I want to just get groups of young Christians, together and do an event, and that doesn't have to include smoking, drinking, all that, but we have a great time, just fellowship with one another. So I'm working on the details for that. Again, I've been reaching out to people to see like who could come along to do like a workshop, but do like, where it's panels, we have like group out sessions and stuff like that. I really want to do that and some other things. And so again, I know the doors will open and opportunities will knock as long as I continue to do my thing. But again, as I'm saying this all right now, but school, I am in school. I'm in my master's program, and that does take all of it takes up a lot of my week. And so when I typically do stuff, it happens on the weekends now. And I'm not doing my extracurricular stuff that would give me money. And and even though I'm accepting new clients at the moment, again, go to the website, come holla at me, all right? Set up that discovery call. But even though I'm accepting new clients, that is I'm only looking for 5 to 10 people to sign up as far as new clients because I am so busy, and I want to make sure that each client gets the time and my attention that they need, and I can't do that if I have a full roster of clients on on my roster. So I'm being careful about it, and again, with the additional stuff that I want to do, it takes time, it takes a lot, but I'm young. I'm still young out here, okay? And so I know I can do it. And if God puts it in front of me and it all aligns and it works out, then we're going for it. So um I just wanted to say that because I want that's a very long heads up, okay? But that means if this move does occur, you all know that my business was founded here in Columbus. I mean, in Colorado. So I would need to do a dissolution for my business before I leave, and then do the transfer and do all the stuff that I need to do for Columbus in order for the business to be located there. Even though I am a national life coach, like I can serve anybody, unlike those who do therapy and stuff like that. You got to be secluded and only committed to one certain state. Me as a life coach, I don't have to do that. I can serve literally anybody within the US of A. And so but I still, because of paperwork and laws and stuff like that, I got to do that. So if that was to occur, then basically the Fruitful Life Coaching will be shut down for like maybe even May. But I'm thinking more June, like when I'm moving and stuff like that. So the business was shut down in June and probably be back up in July. Just so I can get all the paperwork moved properly, all that type stuff. Um, so this is just again a heads up. A lot of things going on. Um, and it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. It is, but it ain't. I am I don't know. I just feel really good about where I'm at, even with the changes and things that may be occurring. And I know I move a lot, and I know people are probably like, "Dang, she moving again." Dang, she, dang, she moving again. I mean, Colorado. I give it up to y'all because this is the longest I've ever sat still. This is the longest I ever sat still. I was only in Maryland for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, I think. And then, like I said, I was in Atlanta for a year. And then I've been out here for almost, well, 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years now. And next year it would be five. And so this is the longest I've been somewhere without having to go back. Oh, Jesus, sorry y'all. Without having to go back to Ohio. But again, I feel like everywhere I've been, um, God has led me, except for Atlanta, because that was literally like I've always wanted to live in Atlanta, always, always. Like I love Atlanta culture. I love Atlanta music. I love Atlanta food. I love I love me some Atlanta, okay? I love it. I know now I couldn't move back there. I mean, I could. I am a lot wiser and have more knowledge and have more self-control than I used than I used to. But yeah, it's I don't think it's wise to move back there. And I do have my hesitations on moving back to Columbus. Um, as some of you may know, my ex-husband still resides there. And so, and even though we have reconciled and, we're cool, at least I believe we are. It's- at least I think we are, because the last time I thought we were cool, I didn't hear from him for several years. So, I don't know. But yeah, we've talked, me and him, and we'll see what happens. Not as far as, well, I don't know. Can't say nothing. Can't say nothing because I don't know. All right. Um, we have talked and reconciled some things and everything like that, and has the topic of uh, could we, could we, could we, are we better? Could we? And if y'all know what I mean when I say could we, then you know what I mean when I say could we. But I still don't think that's going to be a possibility. I don't I don't think he's ready. So, um, and that's I guess I could say that without telling all my business right now, but I just want to let women, especially, but men go through it too. But like, um, how should I say this? How should I say this? Um, hmm, hmm. People have to choose you. People got to show up for you. People have to take accountability, and people have to really, and if people are trying to come back into your life after, time away and stuff like that, you should know by their fruit. Going back to Fruitful Life Coaching. You should know them by their fruit. Look at it. My mentee made this for me. Ain't it so beautiful? And she made this lavender. I put it with my vision board. But ain't this cute? But anywho, you should know by their fruit if they for real or not. And that's all I'm gonna say right there. I don't know if this thing is gonna time out. I think they gave me an alert saying that it would cut off after a certain time. So I'm just looking at the time, seeing if it's gonna cut. No, it's keep going. Okay, okay, okay. Cause I was like, did it give me a time? I don't know. We're 30 minutes in. So I wasn't sure. Uh but yeah, y'all, it's been a lot going on. I have Yeah, but not talking about my ex-husband, but exes just in general have been popping up left and right. And I wanted to say that statement because, I'm all with I don't like having beef with nobody. I really don't. And truthfully, nobody should have beef with me. To be honest, like if you have beef with me, hit me and let me know why you got beef with me because I don't really like having beef, especially unknown beef. Like if it ain't known to me or maybe I forgot about it, because again, it's not that deep or nothing has ever been that deep or that serious, then we need to have a conversation. Because I literally, if I've done something to somebody to hurt them, or if I've felt like there was some tension or anything like that, I am going to reach out and try to reconcile that thing. Okay, I'm going to send a text, send a message, and y'all know, for the ones who know I can send me a text message. Okay, it be long. Okay, okay, because as y'all see me do with just videos and stuff like that, with every video, I write my thoughts out. Okay, because if I was just to sit up here and do what I'm doing now and just talk, I will talk forever. I will not get to the point. And so writing stuff down helps me get to the point. Like, and even then, it might be long and drawn out, but my point is going to be made. Okay. And so I dealt with people a lot through like messaging and not being able to say it to their face because if I was, want to say because man, I love you. Or I like you a lot and I don't even want to have bad I don't want to have bad, you know? And so I've mastered how to how to get that thing out in a text, a long drawn out letter, whatever the case may be. And when something's bothering me, that's a whole nother way I get stuff that's off my chest because the thing about me, which is why, you know, I have to be in therapy. I have to have people I can go to for counsel and stuff like that because if something is on me, I have to. I have to get it off of me. Okay? Or that thing is going to be racking in my brain, going to be heavy on my heart for every day and I'm not going to get no sleep. I ain't going to be able to eat. I ain't going to that is me. Very much me. And so I I do whatever I can to reconcile, to make peace, to own up to when I was wrong, to say I'm sorry, to do all that. I think there is only one person on this planet. I think there is only one person that I can think of at this moment that still deserves an apology for the way that I acted, okay, towards him. All right. And truthfully, I don't have access to him like that anymore. Um, which, it is what it is. Like, I ain't mad about it or nothing like that. I think it's for the best. But again, if I ever was to see him, first thing coming out my mouth is, yo, look, I'm sorry. I was cray cray. I was cray cray. All right. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yes, I was a little cuckoo for cocoa bus. Okay. All right. Which I can be. I'm a well, I don't even want to say that because then people gonna think I'm in uh the stars and the moons. I'm not. But that don't mean I don't know about it, okay? But yes, I can either. emotions come out of me in two ways, okay? I could be I could be crazy or I could be very, very mad. Okay. Most of the time it's the angry part, okay? But yeah, it happens, all right? Yes, I've been crazy. Yes, I've been crazy, and thank God I ain't that crazy no more. At least I don't think I am. Ain't nobody tested me on that level. On that level. But no, I've grown tremendously, and I really think it's important for people, especially when you come into realization for stuff. You know, maybe you're in therapy right now and you just realize that, the person who hurt you was hurt themselves. That type of realization, because I've talked about some of the stuff that's happened to me, um as far as touch and sexually and stuff like that. And um those, I'm pretty sure, the people who hurt me, the people who did me dirty, the people who took advantage of me and everything like that, they were in the same position. Okay, they did it because it happened to them. I'm 100% sure it did. Okay. um And so that allows me to give people grace. And so I would love for people to give me that same grace. Like, I know I was crazy and very mean when I was younger. Some people may think I was a bully because I would just slap people for no reason. I'm talking about middle school, high school. Like, I was crazy. Okay. Crazy. I had a lot of anger and I didn't know where it was rooted in until, I got older. And so, it's those type of things. It's like some things you don't always have to go back to the person and like, hey, say I'm sorry and admit to them like, yo, I was wrong. But if you ever do have that opportunity and the opportunity presents itself, I highly recommend everybody to do that. I don't like having bad blood with people. I want everybody to live their life peacefully, okay? And I want to live mine peacefully without having to look over my shoulder trying to think that somebody still got a problem with me for something that I'm not even aware of. You get what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people get killed out here. Okay. And that's just being real. Uh but yeah. I said all that because of the whole exes thing, but um I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. But I think that's it. I think that's it for this week. I think that's it. Cause the other stuff I want to get into, we'll be on here for a whole nother hour and I just ain't got time. I got other stuff to do. All right. Um I will lean into what I do plan on talking about next week though. Um I for and this is to my Christians cuz I don't see nobody else really doing this. This is for the Christian community. Okay? I need y'all to stop. I really need y'all to stop. Stop nitpicking and calling people out for what they is and is not doing just because it's not how you would do it. Okay? And I'm just going to say cuz I doubt that anybody is really going to see this as far as this part goes, at least the important parties that I'm about to name, but Ty Trivet did a wonderful job on the Breakfast Club, okay, explaining the church and the state of the church today. I think he did fantastic. And then I get on Instagram and I saw that Pastor Mike Jr., which is one of my favorite artists, okay? And I like him as a preacher, but as I like him more musically than I do as a as a pastor. And I don't think he really watched the whole interview, which is why I'm not, again, this is not me doing what I just said for y'all not to do. Okay? I wish he would have watched the whole interview. because I don't think that he did. Because the thing is that, and maybe this is just me as a coach, and the reason why I can't, because I believe God has given me a gift to see people's heart, okay, when they're doing things. And so I can see a person's heart in a thing. And I know that what Ty Tribbett said in relation to the church wasn't ill will. Like, it wasn't to hurt the church. It was to, like, hey, just a note. Like, this is something that is happening, right? And for people to be going at him saying like, no, he wrong for that. And then of course, like, I'm TC Nation, like I've been saying all day, okay, and it ain't gonna change. All right, Pastor Mike Todd is my pastor, and every single day on my timeline, I have to see somebody talking bad about my pastor. And it's just like, and this is getting into, just watch next week's think about it, okay? Because it talks about this. But if you don't like what somebody does, go find somebody that you like what they do. That, I mean, I it is that simple. It is not complicated. It is not rocket science. If you don't like what somebody is doing, block, delete, and move on. Like, I don't understand. Well, I do understand because y'all be getting money off of these people, okay? And y'all be like, ooh, another one. Let's. Last time when I talked about them, it got this many. Y'all ain't even doing it, but y'all like, come on now. And I just be like, have you? And with that, it's just like, have you sat? Have you actually been to Tulsa? Have you been in the room? Have you been to the church? Have you taught? Have you been able to even be in close proximity to have that judgment about him or anybody? This ain't even this occurs with a lot of people, and I'm just like, what are we doing? Because this is not Christ-like. This is not Christ-like, and I hate it. I really do. I hate saying it. I hate it because I hate it. Y'all are whack. Y'all are whack. Okay, I'm using the same words Ty Tribbett said. Y'all is whack. All right, whack, whackadocious. All right, but more on that next week. Okay, because I don't like when people, in general, I don't care if you're talking about the pastor or the stripper at the strip club. I don't like it when people go in on other people about things that they can't even do. Okay? It's just that they can't even do. Or they go in on people about doing something wrong and you ain't even living that. You ain't even living right. You ain't even abiding by what you calling him out for or her out for. And if we were to display, do a reel, not even a reel. If we were to display all of the junk that you have in your closet underneath your rug in your house, okay, y'all would be ashamed. Y'all would be running, hiding under a rock. Okay, if anybody knew the stuff that y'all was really into, y'all could never be on these platforms the way these men and women are and carry yourself halfway how they do. Like, come on, be for real. But not going there. Not going there. All right, we're gonna keep it cute. But anywho, tap in with me. Again, I'm looking for some clients to sign on this year. Um, please tell your family and friends. A lot of people want help, but they ain't willing to do the work to get the proper help that they need. And I'm telling you, Fruits for Life coaching. I know I talk a lot of Bible. I know I do a lot of scripture reading and everything like that, but that's just because I feel like Jesus was the coach. And I know y'all gonna be like, what, Davina? Yeah. Just go throughout your Bible and especially math, because I've been reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay, I've been reading all that, right? Um, go back to where like the people and his disciples was asking Jesus questions, right? And then God would come back with what? A question. And that's what coaching does. Like, I don't give y'all no answer. Or he'll tell you a parable, right? Jesus would drop a parable on them, right? And it's just like I do the same thing as a coach. I don't give advice out here, okay? Unless my clients ask me for personal advice, I don't give it. But I'm always asking the right proper questions in order for you to come up with your own conclusion. Jesus did the same thing. All right? And so that's what I mean when I say I felt like Jesus was a coach. He's a counselor. All right? So wish I could say another thing, but I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I have so many thoughts up here, but I ain't gonna go there. But yeah, I know I speak a lot of Bible and stuff like that, but you all will be surprised that most of the people that come to me are not Christian, but they feel like I can help them. And I know how to coach. The thing about me, I know how to coach both ways. I know how to coach without all the godly stuff in it, and I know how to coach with it, which makes me a great coach on top of other things. But yeah, I'm looking for new clients. So if you're interested, regardless of your location, hit up the website, check out the services. Again, the pricing, everybody gets a complimentary free month, whether you're a teen or a young adult coming to me, everybody gets a complimentary free month. And then after that, for teens, it's $75 a month. And then for my young adult clients, the lowest price that you would pay monthly is 200. Okay. And that is nothing compared to therapy and everything else like that. Like a therapy session is usually 150 or more for one session. You get 4 sessions with me as your life coach for $200. Okay, because again, I know it's rough out here. Okay, so I try to be reasonable with my pricing, and plus, I'm not greedy. And so, yes, this is a business, but I'm not about to be ripping people off. I'm not. That's just not in my heart. I know what the economy is like. I know what it is. I'm living in it. Okay, I know it's hard out here, and so it would be very, it would just be not Christ like. It would not be Christ like of me to be charging a crazy amount of money for my services when I know that everybody is struggling right now. I mean, everybody is struggling right now. Okay. And so that's not what I do. And so that's why the pricing is where it is. And um it, as far as again, and it doesn't speak to what I can do. It doesn't, I'm not, this price is not set at where it's at because I'm not capable of doing great things. No, I'm capable of doing more than great things. Okay. With my clients and so forth. My clients love working with me. Um, it's just, again, like I just said, I'm not a greedy person. I didn't start this business for money. I started it to help people really live. If you all watched me from this time I got on social media to now, I've always been a person who want to see other people win. I always encouraging other people. I want to see the best in people. I want to see people living their best lives, okay? Whatever that looks like to them. With me, that's with Jesus and God on top. Okay? Okay? All right? But for everybody else, that may not be the case, and that's cool. And that is cool. That's your life to do that. All right. That's your life, your decision. All right. But yeah, I just want to see people win. And the way that you win is by starting to uh get the help that you need to really make the transformation happen, to really start the transformation in your life in order for you to start living out a fruitful life. All right. So that's all. I've been talking way too much. This is way too long. Well, we're only 50 minutes in. Well, no, that was long. That was long. I felt like I had way more to say, but I guess I just said it really precise and concise. And so I hope y'all got everything that y'all wanted out of this live. Live at 5. My fruitful farmers. All right, that has to grow on me. It has to grow on me like it has to grow on y'all. Okay, because I'm just so used to saying, "What up, y'all? What up, fam? What up, people?" So, what up, my fruitful farmers? Yeah, I want to start creating a community of people, regardless of where you're from, where you've been, and everything like that. I just feel like we need more spaces outside of the church that really speak to people and their hearts. And I hope Fruits for Life coaching can be one of those spaces and community for you. And it will grow and it will develop more. Oh, one of the things sorry, y'all, one more thing. One of the things that I forgot to mention as far as things I wanted to do, as far as like events and stuff like that. With Fruits for Life coaching, especially as I get more into these classes with the curriculum instruction, I definitely do plan to start doing some teaching classes, okay? And it will be at a price, okay, that you can pay for and so forth like that. To guide you through, like, again, if we were doing the challenge and that was a teaching thing, I would do, a month on obedience, a month on, it's just teaching y'all. um, and maybe that would be a part of the community thing where like I go live or something. I don't know if I can even do this. I think I can, but maybe go live on my website and we do a live teaching of these things every week or every month and stuff like that. So yeah, curriculum will be built. So, either way, curriculum will be built within the Fruits for Life coaching program. And for those of who maybe like, you know what, I like her, but I don't have time to do a session every week or something like that. This could possibly be like a replacement. Don't know what pricing and all that stuff is gonna look like yet, but I did want to mention that, I'm trying to build off of this and just find new ways and creative ways to get y'all into this. Life coaching is still very much a taboo thing. A lot of people like to use different names for life coaching. And you know what? I could have came up with a different name, something more, I guess, futuristic and so forth, to replace the name life coaching. But I really do feel like um, one of my jobs or one of my purposes as a life coach is to really just bring things back to its root. You know, I want everybody to live a fruitful life, but we can't live a fruitful life without dealing with the root of the thing. And so, um, I really am in the business of bringing things back to its root formation. Okay. And you all have all these names for a life coach, have all these false images and ideas of what a life coach is. And I'm just trying to give y'all the root. What life coaching really is, what manifestation really is, okay? What the Bible really is. I'm trying to get people back to the root of things, okay? Cuz the counterfeit that the devil has been feeding and selling y'all for years and years and years, it is time. Okay, to trade that counterfeit money. It's time to trade that counterfeit for the real. All right. So, and the only way you can do that is by going back to the root of things. And so I have another idea for that. Actually had some thoughts on a devotional and a book that I could possibly be doing. So there's a lot of ideas up here, but I can't get these ideas out of here if nobody is supporting and if I don't have clients. Like that's just the real of it. Um, I've thought many of a times before of changing this to a into a nonprofit, but I know this can work as a business platform, and I know how beneficial it can be. And I'm not about to like switch up just because it's not working right now. It takes 3 to 5 years for something to really pop off. I got my business back in 2022. It's only been 2 years, y'all, and really I can only say it's been one because in 2022 when I did get my business, I didn't even launch until like the following year or so. And I really just honed in the past year. So I have time. I have time to make this work and make um this business really effective. And so I'm not rushing anything, and I'm not about to back down just because it's not looking the way I want it to look. You got to be consistent in this thing. Again, obedient, consistency, and discipline. You got to have all three of those to be successful. And so I'm just staying obedient to what God is telling me to do. I'm staying consistent in the tools and learning and gaining knowledge and being in my word to make sure I'm hearing from God to hear what I'm supposed to be doing, and to effectively give you all messages throughout the weeks. And I'm being disciplined, just having a routine, making sure I don't fall off, make sure I don't uh, take a week or days off of doing something purposeful or doing something for my business just because I'm too busy. No, always working at fruits for always working on fruits for life coaching stuff. Always having in mind what is the next thing, what how should I be executing these things and ideas that I have in my head. And so all I ask is for your support. All that I ask is for your support, and that you stay tuned. And I'm really gonna try to get out my room. I am really Brandy when it said sitting up in my room. I'm really her. Okay. I like being in my room. Now, if this wasn't behind me, I wouldn't be in my room so much. Like in my apartment, I didn't have one of these. I didn't when I was living in my apartment, I didn't have one of these. But because I have a backboard on my bed, it's just like, well, I'm gonna stay in my bed because I'm online. I'm online for work. I'm online for Fruits for Life coaching. I'm online, and so it's so easy to just stay in my comfy little bed and get work done. Because I wake up, do my devotional and stuff, and then I'm right into work. I'm right into work mode, and so I usually don't even get out of bed until like 2 or 3 hours after I've waken up because I'm just from the time that I open my eyes, I am on go. Okay. Because that is another day that God allowed me to see, and I'm not about to waste it. Okay. I said way too much. We was at 50 minutes and now we at 59:12. Okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed this live at 5. Next week, check out Barefoot Podcast. I believe I'm gonna have Sierra. Yes, I'm gonna have Sierra on the podcast. I believe that should be an interesting podcast for you all to watch. Make sure that you all are staying all up to date. If you haven't watched any of the episodes of the Barefoot Podcast, please be sure to check all episodes out. All right, and featured episodes of me on other people's podcasts. And then also make sure that you're following me on Instagram, Vina Renee 43 for all other updates. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Love. Mwah.